What's going on, everybody? Scott Owen coming at you. We're back. We're in the studio. It's been a little bit, doing a little bit of remodeling in here. You can see we got the club repair bench behind us, but we'll talk more about that in a separate video, do a full little tour, kind of show you the update. Not too much going on in here, but a couple of things I've done to kind of make things work a little better as we're going through it. But today, we're actually going to talk about a question that was submitted by user Douglas Edward 4041. So thank you for submitting that question. He had a question about your vertical swing plane with the driver. So let's talk about that. What is that number supposed to be, and what is it kind of representing as we go? So vertical swing plane, very simply, is just if the club is sitting on the ground, and that would be 0 as you're going through from about knee high to knee high. If the club was to come through somehow being parallel to the ground, that would make your vertical swing plane 0. Now, typically, what we're going to see is that that's going to rise up, and it's going to be somewhere close to what the lie angle of the golf club will be. Now, his question related to with the driver, he sees that tour players have a vertical swing plane of around 45 or so with the driver, and he wondered if he should get his driver fit to where it matches that lie angle. Now, the simple answer is no, and the reason why, you're not going to be able to get that, okay? Driver lie angles will simply just not going to go that much to that flat of an angle. Typically, what you're going to see on some of these low spin models, you're going to see a lie angle that's 55, 56 degrees, and if you're going to have some of these draw heavy drivers, you know, your Max Ds, those are going to be more 60 degrees because that's something you can do to help make the ball not slice as you're going through. But very simply, you're not going to get that angle with the driver. Now, how does it work though that I can swing the driver and get my vertical swing plane to be a lot flatter with this club? Well, a couple of things. One, we are able to do this because the ball is on a tee and we are not hitting down at the ground. If I have my 7-iron here and I'm hitting a normal golf shot off the turf, you know, I've got to go down and get it. That's going to make that angle stand up just a little bit. Also, the golf club is built to that angle, so it helps with that. But the driver we're hitting off of the tee, that is something where, hey, I need this club to just sweep it, hitting maybe up on the driver a little bit, and that is going to help out with flattening out that vertical swing plane angle. Now, the other thing is, it's going to come down to what does your swing look like. Pros are really, really good, especially with the driver, of not going over as they go through. They are really good at working that driver more under and then swinging up on it. That gets that vertical swing plane number to get a lot lower. So I'm going to hit one here, and I'm going to show you one as we go through of what this number will look like as we go through. So my vertical swing plane on that drive felt pretty good, is going to be 48 degrees. I think that's pretty good as we go through. But if I hit another one, what I typically will see people do is when they're going through, and by the way, low point 5 inches back, attack angle 4.5 up. Actually a pretty good one for me, especially not super warmed up right now, but I'd take it. So if I go ahead and change this up, let's go ahead and do what I normally see. You know, something like that, more over the top, angle of attack 4 down, low point is actually in front of the golf ball, and we're going to see a club path that is 8 to the left. That vertical swing plane number is 52. It's going to start rising as we go through. So you get a good indication of how somebody's swinging, of how they can get that golf club to come down, get their hands to work down, and get that golf club into a better plane as you're going into the golf ball. So again, because we are trying to hit more up on it, we can have that little bit of a flatter angle and things will still work out as you are going through. But that is that. It's not necessarily going to be something you fit to because not really possible, or is it necessary that you do that? But a great question from Douglas, and thank you for submitting it. If you have questions like that, please make sure you comment that down below. And also, we do have a full video. If you want a full explanation about vertical swing plane, I do have that video right here, so make sure you check that out and get your questions answered about what you're doing with your launch monitor. Thanks everybody for watching. We'll catch you in the next one. Peace.